Good evening, and thank you for joining us for Lakefront News. I'm Karen Garcia.
And I'm Leila Gaitban. We begin with COVID cases are on the rise here in Texas. That's according to Texas Health and Human Services and our local Texas Med Clinic.
Lakefront reporter Marisela Flores reports what the state of conditions and what you need to know as an OLU student if you catch the virus.
Many students I spoke with at Our Lady of the Lake University say they have seen a spike in COVID cases around campus.
I have seen an increase in COVID cases here on campus, especially like in Slater Apartments and Flores Hall.
According to OLU current policy, students living on campus must submit a self-report form when diagnosed as COVID-19 positive, but only those who live on campus.
I had fever, I had a really scratchy throat, it felt like there were grains in my throat, it was disgusting. I had sweats, I had weakness, I had general fatigue.
Daniel Palacios is a sophomore who lives in a dorm, says despite wearing a mask as often as possible, she still caught the latest strand of COVID.
Me and my roommate actually started feeling like really terrible. We both thought it was a cold.
Palacios says that she was in denial at first and had never had the virus before, so she didn't know what to think.
Actually, my first time ever having COVID. I didn't get it during lockdown, I didn't get it when everybody else got it. I absolutely did not expect it to be COVID.
Students must use the CDC website to determine how long they should self-quarantine or isolate, something Palacios did.
I took the at-home test, got diagnosed, and then I filled out the one for OLU, basically. Filled out that I had to be on campus for quarantine, and so they put me in Machete.
Those who do not live on campus do not need to report, but are asked to notify instructors. Reporting for Lakefront News, I am Marisela Flores.
September is National Suicide Prevention Month. One of the most important things for suicide prevention is checking on your mental health. There are various things to do if you are feeling down, such as going to the school counselors or even talking to loved ones about your feelings. Mental health is very important for everyone and is one of the biggest things highlighted during Suicide Prevention Month.
Usually what you want to do, or what I do, is I get with friends and family, because you always want to be around that supportive group. You never want to be alone, because that's when you have your thoughts and everyone can relate to that, so you always want to have a voice that's a supportive group.
You can find help on campus in the UAC to talk to. Do not feel scared or alone to talk to somebody about your feelings. Everyone is welcome.
As students start to settle down and find comfort in their new living conditions at OLU, residents should still keep in mind of their surroundings and safety.
Reporter Catalina Rojas explains more on how students have stayed safe.
As students start to settle down and find comfort in their new living conditions at OLU, residents should still keep in mind of their surroundings and safety.
Now that it has been a month into the school year, we wanted to see how residents feel about their safety on campus.
The safety here on campus is pretty good, I would say so myself. I'm aware that although surrounded by this fence, it seems like it's not very safe. However, the police do a very well job in maintaining the city's safety. They make sure it's the #1 responsibility here on campus. And I would say I feel safe walking around on campus because they're always patrolling around 24/7, day and night.
Thanks to OLU police who patrol the school daily, residents are able to feel at ease, knowing there is always an officer on call ready to help. For extra measures, the university placed many green lamp posts throughout the school containing a red button that calls authorities to the location.
This is Carolina Rojas reporting for Lakefront News.
Many stray pets have been seen on campus, and many members of the Our Lady of the Lake community have mixed feelings about it. Many cats and dogs tend to hang out around our OLU campus, and students either love it or hate it. Those who love it leave food and water out for them. However, some students hate it and are concerned with the danger they pose. The rise of these animals on campus are leaving students feeling sympathy for strays.
I think it's pretty sad. I like
I'm a cat person, so I think it's really cool to see little babies out there. But they're really sweet and they're friendly. So.
According to the International Organization for Animal Protection, those concerned with stray animals can call on governments and institutions to pass or implement laws for the protection of animals.
Hey students, soon you will be able to receive the sacrament of confirmation. For those who don't know, the sacrament of confirmation is when a person baptized in the Catholic Church is sealed with the Holy Spirit and strengthened for service to the body of Christ. Students can now sign up to receive the sacrament of confirmation starting on September 19th. Formation sessions will be held on campus on Tuesday evenings from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. to prepare students for the sacrament during the spring.
I do think it's a great stepping stone for those who want to be involved with the church more, that they want to follow that path after baptism.
This will take place at Sacred Heart Chapel. The Children's for Maximum Potential, or also known as Camp, is an organization that has been dedicated to help individuals with medical conditions and disabilities explore the world.
Camp is a summer and yearly program that has allowed campers to participate to their full potential. Dr. Brandon Briery explains more on what Camp has to offer.
CAMP stands for Children's Association for Maximum Potential, and we provide programs and other opportunities for children and adults with disabilities, medical conditions, behavioral challenges, you name it. In the disability and medical condition world, we like to provide places and opportunities that these campers just don't really have anywhere else.
Here at Our Lady of the Lake, students are given the opportunity to volunteer at camp and experience all the greatness it has to offer.
I think camp looked like a good opportunity to do something that I've never done before, and it just seemed fun because I like playing with kids. Immediately the kids, since they were so young, a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old, they wanted to go outside and just run and play, and I was like, okay. I was like, it's really hot, but okay. And we were just running around the playground, and then one was on the slide, one was over there. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. So it was just kind of really fun, and they just enjoyed being there with someone else, having fun.
Thanks to Camp, children and adults are able to enjoy themselves while giving volunteers the opportunity to make a difference and help out in the community. Reporting for Lakefront Media, I am Karen Garcia. Our Lady of the Lake students are struggling to get their books from the bookstore. PR major Teresa King is worried and stressed out about catching up on her work.
Overall, it's been pretty good. However, I did lose 2 of my classes' textbooks due to some reason. But kind of just going through the motions on catching up. Pretty stressed out about it. But I know it wasn't the bookstore's fault. But I mean. Delete the audio.
With little to no information on where these student books are, students keep on asking the bookstore staff for updates.
Speaking of the bookstore, looking to level up your OU Spirit attire? Our Lady of the Lake bookstore now has new promotional t-shirts available. These t-shirts come in OU signature colors of white, yellow, blue, and gray, so there is sure to be a right fit for every student. The shirts will be starting at just $14.95 and will also be available through OUShop.com. Be sure to grab your own t-shirt and show everyone your OU Spirit.
The Mark will be hosting the Academy of Mexican Folk Dance, Folklorico. Free classes are open to all OLU staff, faculty, and students at the Mark building on the 2nd floor. Lakefront reporter Leila Gaitan reports with more.
Florica is coming to Our Lady of the Lake University. Here at the Mark, every Tuesday at 5 p.m., Mexican folk dance classes will be taught by a volunteer instructor from the Academy of Mexican Folk Dance alongside his students.
I think it's important for students to know about Mexican folk dance because here in San Antonio, we really focus on celebrating the Mexican culture's roots, and within folk dance, it's really a celebration of the country's food, myths, legends, these old folk tales that we're able to kind of celebrate and come together and join through dance. So I think the cultural significance.
Florica is coming to Our
Here
Lady
at
of
the
the Lake
Mark.
University. Here at the Mark, every Tuesday at 5 p.m., Mexican folk dance classes will be taught by a volunteer instructor from the Academy of Mexican Folk Dance alongside his students.
I think it's important for students to know about Mexican folk dance because here in San Antonio, we really focus on celebrating the Mexican culture's roots, and within folk dance, it's really a celebration of the country's food, myths, legends, these old folk tales that we're able to kind of celebrate and come together and join through dance. So I think the cultural significance through Mexican folk dance is that here at Our Lady of the Lake, we have many students who do have a Mexican background and ancestry, and this just provides a space for the students to come and kind of explore their heritage. But also, it's an environment that's open to all students. You don't have to have a Mexican background. You can still come in and join and create a diverse space. We don't really have any requirements. The class is open to all students, staff, and faculty. And we just ask that you come with a positive attitude. The class does require that you're committed weekly. So sometimes we have classes that you can kind of come and go from, but with this class, because we will be performing, we ask that you do show up every week. So currently the requirements are only to bring, like I said, a positive attitude, yoga pants, we're all kind of trying to stay in uniform, so just some black yoga pants, comfortable shirt, hair picked up and out of the way. And saying that I wanted to express that it's also for male and female, so not just female dancers. Just bring comfortable shoes. As we progress, we will be transitioning to folklorico shoes, practice skirts, but that'll come a little bit later.
I decided to join because I really enjoy dancing and it also is part of my culture, and it's a great way to be able to express yourself. I heard about it through the Arts Stadium, currently listening with here at the Mark, and it's a really great community, and hearing about it, I was really excited because I was able to understand it helps to bring in culture and just be students, faculty, and community. So I'm coming every Tuesday from 5 to 6. Yes, I know my students have also joined. I have a lot for my classes. We communicate through group me, through text messages, and also
Here at the Mark, students are able to learn and experience authentic folklorica alongside folklorica dancers.
November 8th, the First Gen Student Organization will be hosting their third annual First Generation celebration from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. in the mall area. November 8th is designated as a National Day of Celebration in honor of First Generation college students. 40% of students at Our Lady of the Lake University identify themselves as First Generation students.
Stay with us, there's sports news coming up next. Welcome back as fall sports head into the regular season.
The men's basketball team is doing their prep work to be ready for the start of preseason. With the chaos of fall sports being underway, it may be easy to miss the men's basketball team working in the shadows. literally. September Boot Camp is a month-long morning training routine set for the month of September that will put the men through rigorous conditioning every day before the sun rises.
So every day we wake up 4:30 a.m. We're supposed to get here at 5. We stretch as a team, pedal up, and we get prepared to work. We don't know each other like that, so just having this preseason, getting to know each other, getting to work with each other, and going through the struggles together.
Love to see our Saints sports team working hard to prepare for the season. You can catch the first men's basketball game in October. Saints, it's home game time. Come show your Olu spirit for our women's volleyball team, who will be going against Texas A&M Texarkana. The game will be hosted in the Maybe Gymnasium Friday, September 29th at 7 p.m. Be sure to show off your Olu merch and practice your chants. Go Saints! Our men's cross-country team travels up to Stillwater, Oklahoma to run at the Oklahoma State Cowboy Jamboree meet on September 23rd at 8 a.m. Our women's team will also be competing at the Oklahoma State Cowboy Jamboree meet at 8:30 a.m. The men's soccer team will play Southwest on September 28th. They will also play Paul Quinn on September 30th. Both games will be on our home field at 3:30 p.m. Join our women's soccer team as they travel to Tyler, Texas to play Texas College at 1 p.m. or support by watching Lady Saints on the online Saints Athletic Network.
Saints, let's cheer on our men's tennis team as they go and compete at the ITA Regionals September 29th through October 1st. Good luck, boys, and safe travels.
That's all for now. Thank you for joining us for Lakefront News. I'm Karen Garcia.
And I'm Layla Gaithan. Till next time.